one downside is people may tend to be lax in challenging the status quo. It might reach a certain comfort level wherein they're okay with it, and that's it. No? And when that happens, the innovative spirit will go down, and then growth will not be worked on. The second one is when you are not very strict about your design, because garbage in, garbage out yan eh. If you train a wrong model, it will come out with a wrong conclusion. So that's why there are checks and balance, no, in that area internationally, no. And I think locally it's being put together now, if not yet done already, no. But there are international guidelines for human health utilization that we can actually adapt, no, for countries. It is not as robust yet, no? But I think the world is is slowly keeping up with the advances, because like you create one policy for that technology, and then you wake up the following day, 10 new technologies are on top of it, no? And then you have to keep on catching up, no? So I think the best way to handle that is the ethical practice of medicine to be incorporated into everything that you do. So whether there are regulations or not, if you follow good ethical practice, there is a big likelihood that you are working on the right side of the fence. No? Uh, uh, the third downside to that is when uh, uh, people completely rely on it rather than developing more things that can make you feel more human. No? Uh, what AI actually cover are the repetitive things that is eating all our time. No? So that when that is covered by AI, the human time is gained back to us. If we don't use it well, then that's also the downside, to the whole thing.